signs. Law of signs. All right, 9-7. Hello? Who are we recording for? Brady? And Aubrey, and that's it? Okay, Brady, Aubrey. Okay, he might watch the Law of Signs. He needs to watch it, okay? Law of Signs, 9-7. All right, here we go. In the past, you got to listen. It gets a lot tougher today. All right, here we go. In this bottom corner, we have been doing SOHCAHTOA the last couple days, right? SOHCAHTOA, right? And SOHCAHTOA, remind me again, is only specific to right triangles. Only right triangles. It has to have a right angle or we can't do it, right? We can't do SOHCAHTOA. Today, we are learning what's called the law of signs. And the law of signs is for non-right triangles. Non-right triangles. They call them not right triangles. Okay.
Can you use it for right triangles?
You can, in fact, use it for a right triangle. Yes.
So it's for all triangles.
It is for all triangles. So, yeah. So, I'll just put all triangles.
So you can't use like.
You cannot use. There's a law of cosines that we'll learn tomorrow.
And it's not.
And it is for non-right triangles as well. But today is just what's called the law of signs, okay?
We're gonna learn on Monday.
What?
We're gonna learn
Monday.
on Monday.
We'll learn law of cosines on Monday, okay? Law of signs is not that hard to understand. It is, here's what the law of signs is. Let me see which one they put on top. They put sine on top. Okay, I'm gonna, yeah, I'll do it. Okay, here's what the law of signs is. Ready? Write this down. It is sine of A over A equals sine of B over B. That's what the law of signs is in a nutshell. Okay? Sine of A over A equals sine B over B. That's all you need to know for the law of signs. Now, they in their formula also say sine of C over C. But the kicker here is that when you are using the law of signs, you will never use more than two at a time. Right? Because you want a proportion equal to another proportion. And then when you have that, you can cross multiply and divide, right? So, setting these up, cross multiply, divide, that's how we're going to be working this today. Okay? So, the deal here is the law of signs. We've got this stuff going on here. Here is how to best find stuff using the law of signs. Ready? They want us to solve for x. Okay? All right, hear me out. I'm going to label things that I have and things that I need. So I have capital A, capital B, capital C, right? Those are my angles. Capital A, capital B, capital C. You have got to listen. Then we have little a, little b, and little c, which are the sides, okay? So let's label the angles first. What is capital A? 58 degrees, okay? We know capital C is 35. How do I find capital B? These all have to add up to be 180, right? Okay, so what will that come out to be? Somebody has a calculator.
12.
No. That's 93, 87. Perfect. 87 degrees. Okay? All right. Good? Yes? Okay, here we go. Now, I want to look at stuff. 9 is the only side that I have. Which one of these is 9 labeling? Boys, are you listening?
Yes.
You are not listening. Do not lie to me. 9 is little which one? 9 is little a, yeah? Because it's opposite angle A. Okay, which one is X?
12.
Little c. Oh, I should put X there. And little b is little b, right? Okay. Now, they want us to solve for X, right? Okay, in order to be able to solve for X, I have to use this whole set right here. And which other set do I want to use? I want to use the A's because I know all the A's, right? I don't know what little b is, so I'm going to use A and C. Got it?
Okay.
Here's how we set this up, okay? This is the information I have. It's really nice and easy to see here. I'm going to set this up as a proportion, right? So we do sine of A over A and sine of B over B. In this case, it's actually not B. It is C, right? Sine of C over C. Okay, so what is capital A? What do I put in this spot? 58 goes here, okay? Little a is 9. 9 goes there, okay? Capital C is 35, and little c is x. Okay, now from here, it's very easy. Cross multiply, divide. Do we know what we're doing? If I cross multiply, 9 times sine of 35 is equal to x times sine of 58. Now, how do I get x by itself? I'm going to divide by sine of 58. I want everybody to get a calculator out and practice that. 9 sine of 35 divided by sine of 58. Tell me what you get.
6.1.
X equals 6.1.
Sorry, I didn't do
See if you get that. 9 sine of 35 divided by sine of 58. Okay?
6.35.
Now, you don't have to write out this step right here. The better you get at this, the easier it will be for you. Wherever your X is, multiply these two guys together and divide by him, right? Cross multiply, divide. That will give you what X is. Got it? 6.1. 9 sine of 35 divided by sine of 58. Are we confused at all? That will help you solve for what X is. Got it? All right, let's move on to the next problem. Let's go here. All right, we've got this guy.
Yeah, but you just solve for B.
What? They just asked for what X was. They didn't give us what B was. Find the value of X. We could continue to solve for B if we want to, right? Now, can you use the Pythagorean theorem to solve for B? No, it's not a right triangle, so we'd have to do the process again and solve for B, right? Okay, so that's the thing. All right, which we'll do here in just a minute, okay? Example 2, go to example 2. Okay, write out. My angles are D, G, F.
Dollar General.
Sure. D, what is D? 60 degrees. What's F? 55. What's G? They have to add up to be 180. 105 is what that is? No, that's 115. 115, so 65? 65 degrees? Perfect. So we found what G was. Awesome. Then we have a lowercase d, a lowercase g, a lowercase f. Those are the sides, right? Which one is 73?
G, little G.
Little g is 73. Shh. Little g is 73. Boys, which one is little x? Or which one is x?
D. Little D. Little D.
It's across from angle D, so X goes here, all right? We don't know what F is, but here's what I need. I'm not going to use the F, right? I'm going to use this guy, I'm going to use this guy. Okay, let's set up our fraction, write this down. We want sine of what?
60.
60 over X. Are you writing this down?
Yes.
No, you don't even have a pencil in your hand. Okay, great. Equals
Dylan's being
sine of
65.
65 over
73.
73. You see how I get this? Sine of this guy over this guy equals sine of this guy over this guy. That's the law of sines. All right, now, what are we cross multiplying?
Sine of 60 and 73.
Sine of 60 times 73 divided by sine of 65. Multiply, divide, that will give you what X is. Got it? X is 69.8. Does that seem reasonable? That sounds like kind of a big number. But what's my other side? 73, that seems appropriate, right? Got it? Do we see how this works? We're using our groupings to find the missing side. Got it? All right.
What if you have to find
Here we go. What?
Yes.
Are we going to do what? No.
Oh wait, it's an odd number.
Okay. Go to example 3. We want to find X. Shh. Go to number 3. We want to find X. Okay. They don't have these guys labeled. I'm going to label them. Let's call this guy A right here. Let's call this guy B right here. Let's call this C right here. Okay. So A, B, C. What is capital A? 24. What's capital B? 106. What's capital C? How do we find capital C?
Well, it's 130
What?
together, so 50.
That would be 130. So yeah, 50.
Good job.
Okay. We have lowercase a, lowercase b, lowercase c.
You know what?
Okay. Which one is 134.3? Little c, 134.3. Which one is 146.9? Little b. That's like throwing me off because he's not labeled in the middle. Why is he not labeled in the middle of this side? Why don't they label him in the middle of that side? That's throwing me off.
Because it's only on that area.
Because we have like a line going through there, whatever. So, okay, so little a is what X is. That's what we don't know, right?
Can we use anyone?
Okay, now I know I have to use A and A, right? Because that's what my X is. Can I use any of the other two?
Probably.
Does it matter? Which one do you want to do?
C.
B.
Macy, put B in different.
B?
B.
All right, let's do B. Okay? So let's set this up. Sine of the angle over top of the side. Sine of what?
106.
Sign of
24 over
Oh my God.
x equals sine of 106 over 146.9. Okay, now I cross multiply. Cross multiply those guys, and then I divide by sine of 106.
You wait.
62.1.
Well, no difference. That's what I got.
62.2.
62.2. Beautiful. Okay.
Uh-oh. I got
Hey.
71 point.
Oh my
Woo!
That's not
Woo!
Aren't you
Okay.
looking at the same way either way though?
That's why the bar is so big.
Sine of 24 times 134.3 divided by 34. 130. Sine of 24. 134.3 divided by sine of 50. No. Why do I get 71?
Oh, they don't even make you do a hard one.
Are you doing degrees, Macy?
No. What? They don't make you solve for an angle yet at all.
Macy.
Why?
Right? They don't ever make you do an angle. Well, that's fancy.
Yeah, dogs did.
I wish they did.
What the
What?
No.
What?
Stop.
Oh, that makes me sad. All right, whatever.
Well, my answer is actually
We don't do the ambiguous case. We skip that.
the answer is 71.3. So you can.
Okay? All right, so that's it. We're done.
No
What?
solution.
Yeah.
So we're just doing the front page.
Yeah, we're just doing the front page.
Oh, no.
Nice. Did you do the evens on the front side? All right. That's it. We skipped the rest of the notes because that's something I saved for trig class. So you got 2 through 14 evens. Okay, no, because you didn't listen the whole time. 2 through 14 evens. 2 through 14 evens. I want to see your work. If you just put the answer down, I will count it wrong even if it's right. You have to show me work. You have to show me your proportion stuff. 2 through 14 evens. And don't even try to pass off the whole, well, I did it in my head. You can't do that in your head. Okay?
Call me.
Oh, I don't care. Write it down. For which one?
It's 150. It's 150. I already told you. I knew that.
I shall be back. Call me.
That one is better than any other
Yeah.
one.
Yeah. That is a thing. You could possibly get 2 answers. Just put down whichever one you get.
Do both.
That's what the ambiguous case up here is. Like there could be potentially 2 solutions.
So that's why Macy was.
Yeah.
Why are you being rude?
All right. 2 through 14 evens. There you go.
You should go back